Yeah, beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Stay positive, hope, and keep faith. Stand strong against any odds that you face. Put away the alcohol and the drugs. Fill your time with the things you love. Addiction is tough, but it's worth the work. Treat your body what it's worth. Spread positivity, inspire all. If we stand together, we will never fall. I help others see the other sides of life. A sober life, letting go of the strife. So give me a call, I can help. 1-844-4405-HELP. Homeless shelters, hospitals, jails, wherever you are. I am Ralf Friedrichs and I am here for you. 1-844-405-HELP. Change your future, it starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today.
Good afternoon. Today is part 2 of yesterday's video, which was actually designated for today. Today is September 27th. Right now, as I sit here, the Pope is in the midst of doing his final, I believe his final sermon here in the United States, which is still a large one, with over 1.5 million people, that's 1.5 million people attending his service. Yesterday's video that I did last night, which I usually don't do, which was for this morning, was about 60 things to be thankful for. 60 things to be thankful for, and I did preview that on YouTube early, like 5 o'clock this morning. Now I want to talk about 4 things sober people do that most people don't do, and that really directs towards the 60 things to be thankful for, because some of these things, out of the 4, at least 2 out of the 4 is a reason to be thankful for. Not for just yourself as a sober person, but also for the people that you might be in contact with. I will skip the commercial again for today, because yesterday and today's video is dedicated to the impact that the Pope has not only made for America, but for the world, especially for me. He has given me newfound hope, which I want to share with you, my audience. 4 things sober people do that most people don't do. It takes a great deal of discipline and sacrifice to do the things necessary to stay sober each and every day, one day at a time. Granted, sobriety is not a cookie-cutter scenario. Everyone has a different journey and a different personality, so there are always different ways of not only seeking sobriety, being sober, but living in recovery. Through all of our differences, I have observed certain character traits that exist in most people in recovery. These character traits may be there from birth, or maybe they have evolved from upbringing factors, but they all, people that have lived or are living in sobriety, in recovery, all that I have seen personally have these traits. So let's get started. Number 1, out of the 4 things that sober people do that most people don't do, is they self-reflect. They have to self-reflect. For addicts and alcoholics, the drink or the drug is always calling to them, inviting them to come back to this terrible disease that they have. And that usually is the devil talking. From listening to the Pope, he's one of the first popes, from what I understand, that speaks of the devil. And I will tell you, the drugs and alcohol, when they start calling you back as a sober person living in recovery, it is the devil calling you back. Maybe the obsession has been lifted, but there is always that little voice on the back of our minds that is telling us maybe one day we will try to drink or do drugs again. If we stop self-reflecting and stop taking an evaluation of ourselves, we slowly start to slip back into our old ways, which we cannot do. You have to understand yourself in order to fully grasp why it is that you drank and drugged in the first place. It is a critical thing to self-reflect. People in recovery are always trying to do a little better than they did yesterday. I always shoot to do better tomorrow. I find that once people get a taste of the good life recovery gives them, they try to apply it in all aspects of their lives. Self-reflection will help improve your life in your career, your relationships, your health. Speaking of the Pope, your spiritual life, your mental and health outlook, your time management. I am by no means claiming that people in recovery are better than or smarter than anyone else that's out there. I am simply saying that we do a good job at self-judging ourselves and finding ways to improve without having to go to anyone else to ask for that approval. Number 2 on my list is we are honest with ourselves. Let's just announce the elephant in the room. Getting sober does not mean you're instantly a better person or that you will stop lying not only to others but to yourself. I have seen, as I'm sure you have as well, many people who are sober but still live a dirty life. I am not judging them. Everyone is free to make their own mistakes, and from the mistakes, people usually learn. I am, however, implying that the majority of people in recovery have a good capacity to be honest with themselves. It is very difficult to remain sober if you are not honest with yourself. It is so difficult to lie to yourself. Somehow the truth always finds a way to bring itself to the surface. Denial is so rampant in our society. People are in denial about their weight, about their achievements, their potential, you name it, they are in denial. People are in denial about much more than just their own lives. They're in denial for other people's lives. And I am grateful that sobriety taught me the value of being honest with myself, because when I'm honest with myself, my friends, I can be honest with you. The truth is like a splinter. It sits underneath the skin. If you deny it, that doesn't mean it's not there. The longer you ignore or deny the truth, the worse the pain becomes and gets. The truth nags at you, and it only gets worse and worse the longer you go without dealing with the truth. Eventually, a tiny little splinter will become so painful that you are forced to deal with it and remove it. Same goes with the truth. Most people in recovery can deal with the truth and be upfront about the discomfort of it. Number 3, this is a huge one. Help others. Folks, when I do these shows, not only do I help you, I help me. I've said it over and over again. Over 600 shows that I've done, 600 times I have helped myself as much as I have helped you. There is a reason for this. I believe that service, although selfless, does have some selfish motives behind it. I also think it is perfectly okay to have that. Almost every drug addict will tell you about their busy mind. Speaking for myself, I can tell you that it is exhausting. It never stops. I just can't stop thinking. I am good enough. What does this person think of me? Am I good enough? Am I working out enough? What is God all about? I am living my life the right way? Or am I not living my life the right way? Should I travel more? Should I be saving more money? I have a few coping mechanisms to deal with this. I run, I write, I play with my dog. But the hamster wheel is always spinning, not only in my mind, but around me. The single best way to calm the voices in my head is to help someone else in need. The reason is because when you are helping someone else, you are thinking about them and not yourself. My friend always told me that there is a difference between being selfish and being self-centered. Being self-centered means that everything is about me or you, which is why all my dizzying thoughts are about me. But when I'm helping someone else, I am quite literally thinking about them, not me. This is very therapeutic to help someone. As I said before, it can be a selfish act. When you help someone and watch them grow, it is an amazing feeling to be part of their maturity. Number 4, and this one reflects on this welcoming arrival of the Pope 4 or 5 days ago, and his presence, and the electricity that he has given the United States and the world. And I was just saying to someone in the store, you can see the impact of the Pope all around you. But what I fear most is in 2-3 weeks after his departure, things go back to the same old. I hope to God that we all adhere and listen and lead and practice what he has said. So number 4 is they have faith. I have faith. I don't really understand faith. I can think about it, I can analyze it, but how it works, I don't know. I don't think I'm supposed to. The strange paradox that somehow when you believe something will happen and you work towards it, that belief turns into a reality. I really think this guy says it's best. I find that people in recovery have faith simply because it works for them. It gives them hope. They have to believe in something larger than them because that is what it took for them to get sober in the first place. I grew up hating religion and everything related to religion. And this is not coming from me. This is what I'm reading off this article. I grew up hating the fact that so many seemingly blind people put their energy into a lie. I admit parts of me still feels uneasy about it, but I see now that the foundation behind a belief system is, it is about belonging. It is about participating in something bigger than you. I find that to be very beautiful. I find people that in recovery have faith because they have experienced firsthand what faith can do for them and their well-being. This was written by a sponsor from a AA meeting from the magazine Sober Nation. Folks, in closing, as I said before, I have no intention of claiming that every recovered addict displays all of these characteristic traits perfectly. Not even close. Some days I do well, some days I don't. The point I'm trying to make is that I always try my best, and if you are reading and watching this, you probably try your best too. And for that, I congratulate you. And for that, I tell you to keep moving forward. Yesterday is immaterial. Whatever happened yesterday, even right now, as you sit and you watch me, it is not that important to worry about what could have happened, what is happening. What is important, folks, is what will tomorrow bring you? Where are you going? What direction are you going starting tomorrow? Grow a little bit every day, step by step, and you will be just fine, my friends. This article, or this whole paragraph, or a few paragraphs, was all from Sober Nation. 4 things sober people do that most people don't. It takes a great deal of discipline to sacrifice to do the things necessary to stay sober one day at a time. Granted, sobriety is not a cookie-cutter scenario. Everyone has a different journey and a different personality, so there's always reasons to get involved, to stay involved, and to be curious. Through all of our differences, I have observed certain characteristic traits that exist in most people in recovery. These character traits may be there from birth, or maybe they have evolved. This particular sponsor from the Sober Nation that wrote this article says, let's get started. Number 1, they self-reflect. And what is self-reflection? You self-reflect on what you are doing today, what you will be doing tomorrow, and what you have done yesterday. And what you have done yesterday that might not be according to your plans, change, learn, and move forward. Self-reflection can help improve your career, your relationships all around you, your health, your spiritual life, your relationship with Jesus and God, your mental health and your outlook in life itself, your time management. I am by no means claiming that people in recovery are better or smarter than anyone else around them. I am simply saying that people in recovery do a good job in finding themselves and finding ways to improve themselves. Number 2, written by this sponsor, is they are honest with themselves. Let's just announce the elephant in the room, my friends. Getting sober does not mean you are instantly a better person. You don't become Billy Graham. I am just saying is that people, no matter where you go in life, are going to have clean people and dirty people. And what I mean by clean and dirty is good, fruitful lives, or people that are a little shady on the side. What I am implying is that the majority of people in recovery have a good capacity to be honest with themselves. And when people are honest with themselves, they can be honest with you. People like you in my audience. It is so difficult to lie to yourself. When you lie to yourself, it's the hardest thing in the world. I would find it easier to lie to you than it is to lie to myself. The sponsor writes number 3, they help others. There is a reason for helping others. I believe that service, although selfless, does have some selfish motives behind it. I also think it's perfectly okay. When I do these videos, my friends, I help myself, which I care 150% about. I do care about all of you in my audience, 100% of you folks. But it all starts with me, because when I can care about myself, when I can love myself, when I don't lie to myself, I can pass those traits on to you, into your living room, into your kitchen, your homeless shelters, and your jails. I always do ask myself, when I do help others, am I helping enough? Am I doing the right thing? Is God watching me? Is God going to reward me? And the bottom line is, answer yes to all of these things, because when you help others, you are doing more than anyone else was doing for them. Last on this sponsor's list is to have faith. I don't really understand faith, he says. I can visualize it, but how it works, I don't know, he says. I don't think I'm supposed to know. The strange paradox that somehow, when you believe something will happen and you work towards it, that belief turns into reality. He then states, I really think this guy says it best. I find that people in recovery have faith simply because it works for them. They have to believe in something larger than them, because they are, that is what they really looked for when they hit rock bottom and became sober. They were looking for something larger than them. You need to be larger to believe in that. That's why God and Jesus are the largest things in the world, and that's why I do believe, and I hope you do too. He says then, I grew up hating religion and anything related to religion. I grew up hating the fact that so many people, seemingly blind people, put their energy into a lie. I'll admit parts of me still feels uneasy about that, but I see now that the foundation behind a belief system is, it is about belonging, about feeling wanted. It is about participating in something bigger than you. I find that to be very beautiful, he says. I find that people in recovery have faith because they have experienced firsthand what faith can do for them and their well-being. He then states, in closing, as I said before, I have no intention of claiming that every recovered addict displays all of these character traits. Not even close. Some days I do well, some days I don't. The point I'm trying to make is that I always try my best. And that is the most you can do. You in the audience, the best you can do is your best. And if you are reading, watching, hearing this, you probably try your best, and I'm sure of that. The goal isn't to be perfect. However, the goal is always to be growing. Grow a little bit every day, and you, my friends, will all be fine. Let me just adjust my microphone here. Friends, I want everybody to try to listen to this, but here is what I have to say. A sober today, these 24 hours right now, I promise you, will give you a better tomorrow. When you wake up tomorrow morning sober and you religiously repeat those 24-hour golden rules of 24 hours of sobriety, each and every following day becomes better. Changes only happen in life with very small steps. Don't expect to take a leap from addiction to full-blown recovery. There is a bridge in between there, and on that bridge are very small steps to get there. So from your addiction to your full-blown recovery requires lots and lots and lots and lots of work. Requires you to stop lying to yourself so you can stop lying to others. Requires you, and I repeat, requires you to reach for your higher power. Folks, lead by example in your own home. If you don't want your children to drink and smoke and use profanity, stop. You stop yourself from doing it in front of them. It is today September 27th, 2015, during this time right now, as the Pope has his last, I believe, major Mass, that we all need to realize that while the Pope was here, we all came together as a big family. And when the Pope departs, we all need to stick together as a family. We cannot forget the foundation that he has now built again for us, and the words of wisdom he has left in our minds and in our hearts. Folks, I hope, no matter where you are, whether it's your kitchen, the homeless shelter, the nursing home, maybe even prison, incarcerated, or even in your kitchen, I said that, in your living room or your bedroom, wherever you're watching me, folks, I hope to God that you have the best day in your life. But each and every day, I hope and I pray for all to have a sober rest of your life, and may God bless you.
Yeah, change your future, starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today.
The splendor of the King, clothed in majesty, let all the earth rejoice, let all the earth rejoice. He wraps himself in light, and darkness trembles at his voice, and trembles at his voice. How great is our God? Sing with me. How great is our God? And all will see how great is our God. The splendor of the King, clothed in majesty, let all the earth rejoice, let all the earth rejoice. He wraps himself in light, oh, and darkness tries to hide, and trembles at his voice, and trembles at his voice. How great are you,
Yeah, change your future, it starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today. Yeah, change your future, it starts today. Live life to the fullest, never skip a day. Create hope, spread positivity. Beat your addictions and negativity. Ralf Friedrichs is here for you. Call today so we can help you. 1-844-405-HELP. 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 We are here for you. Call us today.